again, like, there are a lot of critiques of the ballot that she says, well, this is the circular firing squad that these people who supposedly support the issues on the left and Democrats and all that stuff always do. And this is, in my assessment, about likes and follows and being hyperbolic so you can get, more people to stand behind you with your positions. All of that can be true. And I just think it's kind of weird, and not to be like super nitpicky, because language is important. When she threw out the cis, white, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, what I got out of it is, it's like, Democrats need to get on code, right? And time again, we're not on code, right? Bernie has his toe in the Democratic pond. He runs as a Democrat, I believe, but he's an independent, right? And so he picks and chooses when he wants to support Democrats instead of getting on code, right? As the Republicans, Trump has said the craziest shit, and Republicans are always going to back Trump no matter what he does. But Democrats let Joe Biden do something wrong, or he messed up. This and that. And you know what? So neither of them are really on code as far as the Democratic Party, right? The oligarchy tour, she's right to say, oh, you're going to Idaho. You're going to these white, very white places with little to no black presence, purposefully, right? And then you say, oh, his shtick is always like, oh, you're not thinking about the working class. You're not thinking about the working class. The last time I checked, I work, right? He's trying to insinuate that black people are not in the working class. And now finally, because of all the criticism he received, he's finally going to an LA now as part of the oligarchy tour. It wasn't a part of it. Now he added it, I guess, because, people started giving him pushback and you claim to be for all the people, but are you really for all the white people, right? Because that's where your oligarchy tour is catered to. So since then, he's added LA, which has some black presence. Okay, so that's better. But he's still, I get the criticism here. And that's what you do on Twitter. You criticize. So I guess I didn't understand the question that you were trying to say. What is this doing? Is what people do on Clubhouse. It's what people do on Twitter. And not supporting Cory Booker, because I don't see now tweet, nothing, is sort of on code to me, because when have you seen Bernie Sanders support black people? Please send me some links.
All right, so this tweet came from somebody not supporting Cory. Is that what y'all saying?
No. The tweet is a criticism of Bernie Sanders, which part of the criticism was he has this 25-hour speech. Bernie has been radio silent. I looked at his Twitter, nothing. I don't think he said anything.
That's what I'm saying. So, okay, because he didn't respond to the speech.
Not that I'm aware of. No, not that I'm aware of.
That's what I'm saying. Is that what the tweet is about?
About a few criticisms from Bernie.
Okay.
But that is one of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, long-standing criticisms that are fair. That are very fair.
Bernie Sanders should have showed up in the chamber at some point and asked a question like the other senators did.
Good point.
That's the way that you support, to give Cory some time to rest. That's how you support. And every time you ask Bernie Sanders about black people, he talks about the fact that he marched with Martin Luther King. He thinks that gives him protection for the rest of his life. I'm